in the red direction of the electromagnetic spectrum. And so in the taxi cab on the way to this famous conference in Belgium in 1927, Lemaitre confronts Einstein with this astronomical evidence and with his own depiction, and relays his own work on his famous field equations. And Einstein is reported to have responded, he said, well, your mathematics is impeccable, but your physical intuition is abominable. And so he rejects out of hand the idea that the universe is dynamic and expanding. But 2 years later, Arthur Eddington at Cambridge urges him again to go out to Mount Wilson to see what Hubble has been seeing through the telescope. And there's some famous
Take a second to explain the red shift.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
that's important to understand.
Yeah, so the light coming from distant galaxies is, as the physicists say, shifted in the red direction of the electromagnetic spectrum. If you shine light through a prism, the light will separate into different colors, red to violet. The red light corresponds to longer wavelengths. So if an object is moving away and is emitting any kind of a wavelength, that wavelength will be stretched out. So if the object is moving away, it's going to stretch out, and the color of the light will shift towards the red direction. It will be redder than it would otherwise be. And so as Edwin...
The ship's horn as the ship pulls away from us to go off to sea.
Exactly. Or think of the train whistle, with the Doppler effect from high school chemistry. As the pitch drops, the wavelength is also stretching out. So as Hubble began to survey the night sky with these new dome telescopes that were just being built in the 1920s, his photographic plates and his spectral analysis was showing that the galaxies in every quadrant that he investigated were redshifted. The light coming was being stretched, which suggested that the universe was actually expanding outward as if from a beginning point. And this was the great discovery that led to people thinking about, well, what would happen if you ran that sequence in reverse? If you back extrapolate, if you think about, well, what would if the universe is expanding outward in the forward direction of time, what would have been like 1,000 years ago, or 1,000,000 years ago, or 1,000,000,000 years ago? However far back you go, you will eventually reach a point where all of that galactic material would have converged in the reverse direction of time to one point, which would mark the start of the expansion, but arguably the beginning